So, here we are again. Harry Potter, Audible Books Cast Guide, all the Hollywood stars voicing Hogwarts characters. Now, guys, I have tried to make videos about the reading material here, and trust me, it's going to be nearly an hour. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the article in front of you, which you can see, and you can read it for yourself. There are a few certain things which need to be talked about, but the rest you can read yourselves as the article goes on. Otherwise, we're going to be here forever. So you can see all here, the cast and everything else. So this is Harry Potter, who's going to be in the series, the Audible series now. This is key. It's the Audible series. Now, we're going to get into some different actors here. You got Max Lester playing Ron Weasley. Again, guys, this is just for audio, right? Hermione Granger. This is what I wanted to get into. Arabella Staton is playing Hermione Granger not only in the HBO series, but also in the other books. But the other actors are different. So there's one quote I want to read from the intro, which I think will make a lot of sense. Audible could focus on the voice of each performer rather than find someone who looked like Rowling's characters from the books. Audible also split up some of the Hogwarts students to give them a young voice, etc. I get that. But a bit of controversy has come from the casting. As you see in the picture, the difference of, which is very obvious, the skin color. I have no problem if this actress is, I don't know her, of course. If she's great, I have absolutely no problem. But to say here is to give a teaser, a taste into what Staton can do as Hermione. So why are you doing that? But not with Ron and not with Harry. Because you know it's controversial. You know that fans are going to be pissed. And there is other castings as well for this, which we will go into in due time. Then you have this other guy who's going to play Harry as he gets older from books 4 to 7, the same as Ron, as he is from 4 to 7. And look who we have as well playing Hermione. This is she was in House of the Dragon. Her hair is different, but you can see the differences and where they're going with this, if you know what I mean. This one for me is a big thing. Hugh Laurie playing Albus Dumbledore. I think he could have done it in the show. Put a beard on him. Lithgow, sorry. I know him from Cliffhanger and a few other stuff, but Hugh Laurie, of course, Dr. House. They actually write it wrong here. Best known for starring in the drama show House is Dr. House. If you put in House, it doesn't come up anything. As Voldemort, Matthew McFadden, again, depending on how he portrays it, Ralph Fiennes, yeah, it's true what it says here, memorable. So memorable as Lord Voldemort. This is again Severus Snape. So I wanted to say something. This comes from on Google. You can check this out, right? This is from The Simpsons. And there's a reason I'm doing this. Okay. Voice actor Harry Shearer was replaced as the voice of Dr. Herbert or Hibbert. I don't really know. Because producers decided that white actors would no longer voice non-white characters, a change made in 2020. This decision also led to actor Hank Azaria stepping down from voicing the character of Apu. Kevin Michael Richardson, a black actor, was cast to replace Shearer as Dr. Hibbert. So you complain about this, but then you've got these guys are British. It's completely true. They grew up in Britain. However, they're not British ancestry. So you can fight for that, because you cannot have someone going, apparently now, because it's racist, to go, I just chicken curry. Oh, it's not what I want to do. If you don't get a joke is a joke. If you can't joke about yourself and your heritage, where you come from, my heritage as well is Irish, Scottish, Italian, Welsh. And we joke about this all the time. So we've got Severus Snape being played by Riz Ahmed. Because in the actual series, this was the big controversy with Harry Potter, is being played by a black actor, Papa Isudu. Which is not source material, guys, and that's what HBO were going on. We're going to be true to the actual books. So be true to the books, also in characterization. That's what you do. You got Draco Malfoy here, and the older version of Draco Malfoy. Neville Longbottom. I like this actually. This young guy from again, books 1, 2, 3. If you don't know, guys, the Sorcerers or Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and the Prisoner of Azkaban. Which actually, Prisoner of Azkaban is my favorite, or Goblet of Fire. I'm not sure. Sometimes it's one or the other. Is an unknown. I like that. I like they're bringing unknown actors. Then you've got as well the guy that's going to be playing Neville Longbottom between 4 and 7 books. You've got Hagrid. This actor is from Game of Thrones. Robert Baratheon. Who in the show will be played by Nick Frost. Now, this is another controversy. Michelle Gomez. So what happened with Michelle Gomez? Michelle Gomez, guys, as I cover Doctor Who on my channel, played Missy, who turned out to be the Master. She's Scottish. I think she played a female version. This was one where they changed the gender, and I was actually, good. Because she did it really well. Because Stephen Moffat did not include, in my opinion, any genderization or politics or anything like that. Yeah, you could say little things or stuff like that, but especially when she comes into contact with John Sim. I'm not going to make this about Doctor Who right now, but it's really great. This from, again, Google. Michelle Gomez addressed a backlash over involvement in a new Harry Potter audiobook by publicly stating her support for trans rights, acknowledging the pain the controversy causes and committing to being an ally. While there is no record of a public statement from JK.Rowling about Gomez specifically, she's continued to engage with the Harry Potter franchise, recently commenting on the upcoming HBO series and ongoing debates surrounding her views on trans rights. I don't know if she is a lesbian or not. I have absolutely no idea from this. We know what she supports, and we know J.K. Rowling does not. However, I think that people are making a bigger deal out of this than what it is. Why? Because J.K. Rowling has something to do with these audiobooks, as far as what we know. And so you're playing a character, Professor McGonagall. So why do you have to bring in, again, politics into this? I have absolutely no problem with that. I have no problem, for example, if they're going to make a film about Charlie Kirk, and the guy that plays him is a leftist, is a far leftist, and it's against anything that Charlie Kirk stood for. As long as he played him well, I don't care. I absolutely don't care. I like this as well. Kit Harington from Game of Thrones playing Lockhart, who was previously done by Kenneth Branagh. I don't know if Kit has the charm and personality to play this character, to be honest. I'll be very curious to do that, and there's no disrespect towards Kit. Also, he's from the north. Jon Snow. Winter is coming. I'm very curious. Professor Umbridge, Keira Knightley, another controversy. So Keira Knightley did not know about all the stuff with JK Rowling, because JK Rowling, of course, if you don't know, went out against trans, basically. People are trans, but she is really a far left feminist. So the controversy, again, this is from Google, surrounding Keira Knightley and Harry Potter, stems from her acceptance of a voice role as Professor Umbridge in an upcoming Audible series, despite the widespread calls to boycott Harry Potter projects due to... Who's going to boycott? You cannot boycott a franchise, man. That's why I said, as long as they're good in the role, I don't care their skin color, their background, what they're doing. I don't care. They have to be right for the role. And if you are saying that we are doing an adaptation of the books that are accurate, you have to cast the correct people in the role. And just because Keira Knightley did not know, Keira Knightley, by the way, grew up with her, better like Beckham, Pirates of the Caribbean, beautiful woman, did not know she got attacked. For what? I don't get it. Lucius Malfoy, Professor Lupin. This is a character, if I was an actor, I would play. I love this character in the Prisoner of Azkaban. With the next one, now we get again to Sirius Black. Being played, how many dots and dashes and stuff we have on this? Soper de Rusu. Is this to make sure we pronounce your name correctly, man? If your name is so difficult to pronounce, change it. I'm mad about Hatter for a reason. And you're replacing Gary Oldman, one of the greatest British actors of our generation, of any generation. Again, you look like, sorry to say it, but you look like Papa Sidhu in this role. Sorry. That is absolutely true. I don't get it. This one I like. And guys, if you don't like what I said, please comment and say whatever you want to say. Again, if you're voicing the character, this is why at the beginning of the article they said, doesn't matter. It does matter. There's a certain tone, a certain voice to Sirius Black. And not just from the films, but also from the books. Again, I'm not going to judge yet, but as I said, you change characters in The Simpsons because they're not racially correct. So I'm going to give out now as a white man about this. Simple as that. Madame Moody, James McAvoy, please make it happen in the series. I love James McAvoy. Split. I actually saw him originally in Wimbledon, which is a film with Kirsten Dunst and what's his name? Bettany from Beautiful Mind. He played Vision. If I say Vision in Marvel, all of you youngsters will get it. And he was actually in the original Shameless, which came out in the UK. Because Shameless, guys, if you don't know, for you Americans, it's like The Office. You take something that is British, you make it American. And Speak No Evil as well. He was great. Arthur Wesley, Simon Pegg. Let's move on because, if you know what he said about the fans. Bill Weasley, Hilda Woodle, Namfadora Tonks. I don't care anymore. Ambika Mod, Beatrice Lestrange, Ruth Wilson. Yeah, you're not going to outdo Carter on this. Sorry. You're not. Dobby, Daniel Mays, Luna Lovegood, Professor Trelawney. Okay, you got that. Rita Sketter. Again, guys, you can pause the video and watch it. Poverty Petit. Guys, I'm not going to get into these. Padma Petit. Bonelli will be Jim Broadbent. Jim Broadbent, guys, if you don't know, only fools and horses, mate. Slater! Stan Shumpik, Pike. Creature. Nearly Headed Nick. This is, Stephen, I know from episodes and stuff like that. Versus Sprout. This goes on, guys. But there is one character here you're going to find out. Madam Hooch. Sir Gadagon. Okay. Why is that important? Now, the narrator. This I'm going to read. For a reason. Now, before I get into this, what made Robert Pattinson famous? His role in Harry Potter. Playing whom? Cedric in The Goblet of Fire, which went on then for him to do Twilight and blah, blah, blah. That casting's not mentioned, but there's so many, who is Sir Gadagot? I don't remember. Maybe I didn't read the book. I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. It's possible. But the narration, this goes into what I said in my previous video. Narrator Kash Jumbo. Kash Jumbo. Among the Harry Potter audiobooks all-star cast, Kash Jumbo will have the most prominent voice throughout the series. Now, I've heard rumors that she is in it way too much. It's too much and takes away from it. Guys, check out all the books. They're available now on Amazon. Do it. Do it. And what do you think, guys? I mean, should they be playing the same characters in the series? Why is there only one who is playing it, which is Hermione in the series? The recasting of Sirius Black as well as Snape. What do you think, guys? Are you going to listen to this audiobook? Let me know.